Okay, what's up everybody? I'm coming to you with another video lesson of kind of the same song but a different part. I'm doing the whole song and I did the intro to it earlier, and it's been a while. I was meant to have it up, but man, YouTube's so weird with taking so long to load videos and I just don't have time to do it. But anyway, um, the song I'm going to finish, I guess you could say, is By Your Side by 10th Avenue North. I did the intro to it, and if you want to learn how to do that, go check it out. I'm just going to stick to the basic, to the chords and everything in this one. I might play the intro, but I'm not going to explain it. So you can find my other video if you want to learn it. I go into pretty good detail with it. Alright, so there's 4 major chords in this song. It's and you need to all learn these chords if you haven't learned them, because so many songs, billions, if there are billions of songs out there, are played with these 4 chords, and it's the basic chord formations for guitar. So you need to learn these. It's G, D, E minor, C. Okay. Now I'm not going to go into huge detail on how to play them. If you need me to make a video about how to play them, I'll do that. Or you can just look one up on YouTube, because I'm sure there's a bunch of them out there, and where you can learn how to do every single chord formation on guitar. Okay, you really need to learn those. If you can't play them, and you should just be able to change back and forth without having any problem at all. Okay, so now that we've got the chords down, you can go look this up on like Ultimate Guitar or something like that. It's a really easy song, so they're gonna have a good tab for it with some chords in there. Alright, so I'm gonna start out on this, but if you don't know how to do the picking pattern or don't want to do the picking pattern, you can start out on G and just play the intro, kind of strumming like that. And the chord formation for the verse is G, chord progression, I guess I should say, E minor, C, D. Or did I get that backwards? Let's see. Yeah, I did. I think it's D, then C. Anyway, I'll get there in a minute. But anyway, the song starts out like this. And then he goes to strumming. So why are you looking for love? You're at G here. Why are you still searching? E minor, as if I'm not enough. Tell me where you go. D. Tell me where you go. C. Tell me where you go. Okay. So now you kind of got the basic chord progression down: G, E minor, D, C. That's for the verses, okay? And it's the same for every verse. But what I really want to talk to you about now is measures and the strum pattern. Really, the strum pattern is not that big a deal. I can go ahead and get that out of the way. Let me see. Alright, so the strum pattern I use is down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, it's a very basic strum pattern. You can play, especially slow songs, a lot of songs with it. So down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And you want to change on that down, that first real big downstroke. So you've got down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, change, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, change, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, change, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, change. So you're always changing on a down strum, okay? That helps get your rhythm and pattern and timing down. The next thing I want to talk to you about is measures, okay? Now measures is a way that we determine how long we play each note before we change, okay? Now there's multiple notes being played, but on guitar it applies to chords. We often use measures for how long we hold a certain chord formation and play it, okay? So in the verses we're going to play the G chord for 2 measures, and so that's what I consider 8 counts. Now somebody out there in music theory is going, no, measures is this, that, and everything else. Honestly, I really don't know enough about music theory to discuss it like it needs to be discussed, so hopefully I'm doing just a good enough job to teach you how to play the song. But the way I do it is I count each measure as 4 beats. I think that's actually correct, and I'm sorry for my ignorance of not knowing, but I count each measure as 4 beats, so 2 measures would be 8 beats, right? Okay, so the way I do that is I'm going to count, like you can hear the words in your head and just kind of listen to the music of the song. You can kind of keep up and start counting the beats, and that way you'll know when to change chords. Or you can just look over the words on your like if you go to Ultimate Guitar or wherever to get some chords for it, you can look and it'll have where the chord change is supposed to be over the word. Like it'll say G, and then over the next time you need to change over that word it'll go to E minor. But sometimes those aren't always the right spot. The author of the tab don't put it in the right spot, so it's hard to tell unless you can hear it in the song. So I'm going to try to discuss measures with you, okay? Alright, so measures right quick. Here's a rundown. Okay, we're going to play the first G that we play for 2 measures. We're going to play the E minor that we play for 2 measures. We're going to play the D for 1, the C for 1, and then we're back to the G where we started all over. Okay? So it's going to be 2, so it's going to be 8 beats, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now does that make sense? I hope it does. But you notice that every time I said 1, I changed, okay? And I counted based on how long I held that chord. And that's important because in this song they play the G and the E minor, the first 2 chords of the verses, for a whole line of the song or for 2 measures. And then they play the D and the C for 1 measure half the time as they hold the first 2 chords. And that's important, because if you don't understand that, then you'll just be playing these chords and you'll be like, well, how do I know when to change, and it don't sound right. Well, that's the way it was when I first started playing. I'm like, well, this doesn't sound right. I'm playing these same chords and they don't sound right. Of course, I suck too, so that's understandable. But anyway, so stick with your G, okay, and then play that. And like I said, that's for the verses the whole way through the song. And now I'm going to get to the chorus, okay? So he plays the same chord progression, chord formation, the whole way through the verses, okay? Now when he gets to the chorus, everything goes to 1 measure, okay? So we're playing them all the same amount of time, which is much easier, okay? So let me end that verse. Let's see. Let me lift up your face, just don't turn away. Okay, and then he goes to the E minor. 'Cause I'll be by your side whenever you fall, and get all night whenever you call. So he's playing them all the same amount of time. He starts out on E minor, okay? So when you end the verse, you're going to be on a G. And then you're going to switch to an E minor in the same way that you did in the verses. But then you're going to go E minor, C, G, D. Right? So that's all 1 measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So that's easier, right? So then you're singing the chorus, and then he ends the chorus the first time and you'll end on a G, and then you play that for a measure, and then you start on the next verse. Lift up these hands from that G to that D, and then you're going to go to the E minor. That up there at the end, if you notice. Okay, so that's the chorus. We went over the verse, same the whole all the way through the song. We went over the chorus. It's the same all the way through the song. Okay, now we're going to get to the bridge. So I'm going to go ahead and play. E minor. Now he goes to the bridge and he sings really high, right? This is the part where he goes out of the park with notes, so you're going to get a good chance to laugh at me here when I try to sing this. Okay? Now, in this you're going to go from a D to an E minor to a C back to a D. Okay? So those are each one measure. Okay, you're going D, E minor, C, D, D, E minor, C, D. Now they're all played for one measure, but you notice you got two D's in there together, so it's like playing it for two measures, right? So you keep the same chord formation and you play the same chord twice per se. So let's do that right quick. So you messed that up. Sorry. Start off in a D. Sorry. Holding it again, see? That's the song. It's a pretty simple song. It's a really good song to learn if you're just now starting out on guitar. It's got almost everything you need to learn in it. It's got picking in the front part of the song, the beginning, which I've talked about in the other video, and now it's got the four most basic chords in guitar, and it's changing them back and forth and mixing them up, and it's really good if you're trying to learn guitar to learn this song. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Any requests for any songs, mostly country and Christian. I'm not good enough to do rock songs, and I don't have a very good electric guitar, so but I'll be willing to try anything, I guess. And sorry for my appearance. I just woke up. It's raining and storming. It's been storming for 2 days outside. There's tornadoes all over the country, so we had some here in Arkansas, but I hope you guys are staying safe out there in YouTube land. So anyways, thanks for your views, guys, and I hope this helped you learn to play this song. Take care, guys. Be safe.